One of the things that I really find gratifying is I think I've played a role in kind of changing kind of the terms of the discussion. And I think that I'm starting to help people kind of understand that all the things we're trying to do, all the really grand solutions and strategies that Austin's devising to deal with problems and the future problems either imagined, predicted, or current. Everything we do is diminished because of low voter turnout, and I think people are starting to see that. What have we lost sight of amongst the various pressing issues? I've been expecting a rate hike for years. I mean, the issues about open government with regards to that, but um, so they settle on a 3.5% rate hike, and they postpone it, and now they're going to have several or 11 working groups and do it in late May. My questions were the process by which they determined what the needed rate hike was. That's not a transparent process. Okay, that's not something that's independently verified. Those numbers aren't gone through by an independent body. And Austin doesn't have access to the way those numbers are arrived at. I know a certain percentage of that rate hike was designated for infrastructure built to accommodate future growth. And so I think that's an issue that's beyond Austin Energy. It's, will growth pay for itself? So I think it's a question of, will growth pay for itself? How much should we pay now in our rates to build infrastructure for growth that may not, you know, happen the way some idealize? And the process where the numbers come from needs to be transparent. And ultimately, the city council needs to make a decision and be held accountable for it, which is going to be difficult. I mean, that'll have to wait till the next election cycle for them to be held accountable for whatever decision they ultimately make. I think that what's important is to hold the line on affordability. Can we? I know City Hall talks a lot about building a lot of affordable housing. I think I heard a figure that they're going to build affordable housing. The cutoff income will be 38,000. That's almost double what most people where I work make, and they don't live in affordable housing. They don't live in taxpayer subsidized housing. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that City Hall is going to build some token affordable housing in the most expensive real estate in the city. My reply to that is, come down to my neighborhood. There's loads of affordable housing where we live. There are houses in my subdivision in the 130s, in the 140s. I don't know what affordable means. What I do know is I work with people who really work themselves to the breaking point, making 9, 10 an hour, and they manage. I think at this point what we need to do is hold the line on property taxes, keep utility rates as low as possible, and stop telling people that there's no affordability in Austin. There is. They're just in neighborhoods that the city council doesn't think about, and those neighborhoods obviously don't have much to commend them because they've been ignored for so long. So we should change that. We should take the affordable neighborhoods and make them more appealing. Urban rail, I think I just don't want to see urban rail sap too much finances and energy from other forms of transportation. I think buses are much more practical. They're already on the ground, and people are going to need to take buses to the rail. Also, being from South Austin, I'm fairly skeptical about exactly how quickly urban rail is going to make it down south. So, I want to see it happen. I want to see Capital Metro stay lean and mean. And then when gas goes up high enough, which it will, and when traffic gets poor enough, which it will, people will cry out and Cap Metro will be there. But I just think that we don't want to push things too quickly. And no, it does need to go to the voters, and we'll see if it passes. I don't know that I think it may not. From what I'm hearing from people, it probably won't. But it depends how many people vote. Well, actually, since the first forum I went to, which was the Better Austin Today forum, I've been hammering that we need geographic representation, that we need the 10-to-1 plan, and and all the recommendations of the Charter Revision Commission, that they'll all increase voter turnout. They'll make, it'll make it easier for regular people to run. I mean, there's a wide variety of reasons why it'll increase voter turnout. But the point is it will increase voter turnout, and it'll be good for neighborhoods like mine. I'm actually, it's kind of a three-way deal. I'm working, and then I go to forums and fill out questionnaires, which is a huge part. And then whenever I have time, I run out and collect signatures on a petition to get that on the ballot in November.